I would love to jump into the air like this. I just won't for the purposes of me wanting to not be injured in this video. Although I have done some crazier things before that. Beside the point, let's talk about some Christmas music. Yeah. Another kind of Christmas is the Holiday Christmas album released by Ne-Yo. Alrighty, so, as I might have explained before in a past video, I have liked Ne-Yo for a long time. I think he is an artist that has a certain style that I just gravitate to. I also think he is vocally talented, and he does a lot of good things outside of his music as well. There's a lot of things that he does that draw my attention toward him. I do, however, recognize some of the struggles that his music sometimes can have, so I wasn't sure what to expect with this. Having said that, the idea of him releasing a Christmas album got me pretty excited. Then, when I listened to the album, I thought, wait, I guess that was a Christmas album, right? The reason I say it like that is because he only has a couple of traditional holiday classics on here. He does create some of his own holiday tunes, if you will. The thing is, some of those songs feel more like songs that just happen to have the word Christmas or the idea of Christmas in it. I can't argue legitimately that these are Christmas songs that he has created. And the moment I started thinking that, I became very upset. I was not hopeful for the rest of the album. Thankfully, my mind changed a little bit because there are some good aspects of this album. Also, a small thing just to note, he uses mistletoe as a reference in a lot of the lyrics. Just wanted to say that, just putting it out there. Let's talk about pros and cons, and let's see what you think and what I draw my conclusions to. This is another one of those scenarios where I don't know where to start, so let's just start from the top. This Christmas, I like this song a lot. However, I don't understand why Ne-Yo felt the need to use such a heavy synthesizer in this song. There's tons of arrangements of this song that I enjoy. I don't know why Ne-Yo had to oversaturate it with that sound. The second tune on here, Talk About It. This is the first non-Christmas Christmas song in this album. It's got this kind of hip-hop beat to it that I think could be used. I mean, if you're using a beat and a hi-hat, it can work to a degree, but you need a little bit more than that. Third song, Carol of the Bells. Okay, this is one of two, maybe three songs, I'm not sure, that Ne-Yo is not featured as a vocalist. What? The fourth song, Open Mind Tonight. This did not feel like a Ne-Yo song. This felt like a song that should have been given to Chris Brown or T-Pain. I feel weird saying that because I know they all get along. I know that they've all worked together before. And they are basically the same generation music. They all got their big start around 2006, 2007. That's where they started, like, rising up. Yeah, Ne-Yo, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I didn't feel like this was a song for you, dude. I just didn't feel it. Okay, now that we've got that out of the way, let's talk about a couple of other things. This is where we start to get a little bit more positive in the review. Just Ain't Christmas. This is another one of those non-Christmas Christmas songs, but the beat is much better in this song. So I will give it that. The song Christmas Vibes. This one was interesting because it's got more of a reggae beat to it. And I just go along with it. Something about it just drew me in, and I was alright with it. I don't think it's genius, but I think it's passable. So I will tip my hat to this one. The song I Want to Come Home for Christmas, yes, another perfectly good, passable Christmas song. This one is a Christmas song. And where I'm going to stop just with the songs, because I want this to be the highlight, Ne-Yo does his rendition of the Christmas song. I don't know how many of you actually know that that's what it's called. It literally is called the Christmas song. And I actually think this might be my favorite holiday-oriented Christmas song. There are other songs that I love about Christmas that are more Christ-centered that I would like. But from the other aisle of Christmas, this is one that I think I enjoy this one quite a bit. It's kind of taken into an a cappella kind of stage. I will say the one thing I don't like about it is the ending. It's kind of sudden, but aside from that, this does come across as, okay, Ne-Yo seems like he's in his element. This is what he should be doing. And I do say that kind of leading into what I think would have made this album better. And I think what he might need to do a little bit, not entirely, but a little bit for his other future projects. I think Ne-Yo needs to go a little bit more old school. I'm not talking about his early stages with In My Own Words or Because of You. I'm talking about legitimate old school R&B or just legitimate like Motown. Use some elements for this. I think it would work tremendously for him. I feel like he's trying to keep up with the industry. Ne-Yo doesn't need to keep up with it. He's in it. He's solid. He's got influence. He's got his place. He knows that he can be a part of music, Hollywood. He can be a part of a lot of things, and he's going to be just fine. But for the sake of his music, he needs to bring something somewhat old school, in my opinion. I like his direction. I like his style. I don't want him to change. However, I do want him to evolve and continue to develop. Don't let these moments set your peak. There's always more moments for you to rise up and show the world what more you have. I think Ne-Yo has tons more to offer. This Christmas album, it feels like a fun side project. It doesn't come across as one of those like obligations that he needed to do. I feel like a lot of artists feel like eventually they need to put out a Christmas album just to say that they did. I don't feel like he needed to do this. I don't think it's terrible. I just think that it's just kind of this thing he experimented with at a time where no one was really looking or asking for it. I will continue to like Ne-Yo's music. I will continue to like him as a person. I will continue to aspire that we are going to hear greater things from him. For now, I'm grateful that this album came out, but I still stand by that we didn't need this. And yeah, that probably has something to do with the non-Christmas Christmas songs that were included in this. We'll see what else he can bring to the table. Ne-Yo, keep working hard. I know you do work hard. Think about what you can do to up the game. Not necessarily your game, but just the game in general. You're a big part of it. I believe that. So, after having listened and reviewed this album, with production of 84%, creativity 77%, expression and lyrics 84%, I'm going to give this album a good. Kind of split down the middle, so I kind of have to rank it that way. But all the same, maybe you guys will take something completely different out of this album. Let me know if you've listened to this album and what songs you particularly liked. If you liked the non-Christmas Christmas songs, or if you really didn't like them. Maybe you liked them less than I did. Or maybe you agree that the traditional Christmas songs were a better route for him. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.